Hey, in this video, I want to talk about sales calls. What is the goal of a sales call? So let's begin. If I were to ask, say, 100 sales consultants, 100 sales managers in the automotive business, and I ask them one question, and the question is, what is the purpose of a sales call? What is the goal of the sales call? So one of those two, purpose or the goal. What is the goal of a sales call? An inbound sales call. And I think 90% of them, 90 out of 100 of them would say the goal of a sales call is to set an appointment, which I believe is the right answer. My question to you is, if the goal is to set an appointment, first of all, take that to the next step. Is the goal to get them in the door? And I think most salespeople would say that's the goal, set an appointment to get them in the door. Well, I think there's more than that. I think there's another alternative to getting them in the door. Alternative number 2 is get the car to them. So I believe that the goal of a sales call is to set an appointment, and the appointment is either to have the customer come to us or we take the car to the customer. Customer to the car or car to the customer. So that's number 1. Over the years, I've listened to literally hundreds, probably thousands of sales calls, having run large BDCs, sales BDCs. And when I listen to these sales calls, the conversation or the questions, well, everybody would say the goal is to set an appointment. The questions and the conversations tend to rotate or talk about the sale. The questions are about how to sell them a car. And these questions are questions like, do you have a trade-in, right? Do I need to know if the customer has a trade-in in order to set a sales appointment? Do I need to know the condition of the trade-in? Do I need to know the mileage? Do I need to know how much they owe on the trade-in? Do I need to know their monthly payment? I don't think so to set an appointment, right? Do I need to know if they have good credit, bad credit, a down payment, a cosigner? Do I need to know any of that information? Do I need to know that information to set an appointment? I don't think so. Does the customer need that information? They might. Depends on what's important to them. Some customers, the only piece of information they need when they call the dealership, they'll ask the question, number 1 question ask, is it still available? That's the only question they're asking. That's the only question I'm going to answer, and I'm going to invite them in. But I don't need to know if they owe any money on it. I don't need to know what their monthly payments are. I don't need to know if they have down payments or a cosigner or an attorney that's going to come with them. None of those questions are relevant to setting an appointment. Now, if it's important for the customer to have an answer to one or all of those questions prior to visiting the dealership, then I'm going to answer those questions. I'm going to hit those questions head on. I'm going to answer their questions quickly, confidently, and to their satisfaction, and then close on the appointment. I'm not going to go into some big conversation about their trade-in. If they ask me about the trade, I'm going to deal with it. But I'm not going to start asking questions about what do they owe, what's their monthly payment, how much they want for it. None of those things are important. I'm going to have the conversation about the trade-in and answer their questions quickly, confidently, and to their satisfaction, and close. So in future videos, I will be talking about how you can answer those questions, what I call are the big 5 questions, the top 5 categories of questions that customers ask when calling your dealership. So stay tuned for the next video, what's my trade worth? And I think you'll find some value in that video. This is Tony, Dynamic Listings. Thanks for watching.